So it seems like there's been some pretty important stuff that's been going on, and this involves VirtuaCon. Now, VirtuaCon is apparently a VTuber, online VTuber event, right? And obviously it's supposed to be the next big thing. There's a lot of really big VTubers as well attending, including people like Vexoria, Fefe, even more. Like a lot of people involved, Megalodon, so many people, right? And they were all supposed to be attending, and obviously it looks, absolutely well made and things. They do have quite a low follower count, so this is quite a new event. And they were even working with people like We Play Studios to actually produce this. You know, the same people that produced the VTuber Awards, right? The ones that dropped Fillion. But again, obviously, it seems like there has been a lot of VTubers currently dropping out of this convention, out of this event, whatever you really want to call it, due to some concerns. And I kind of wanted to explain to you guys exactly what was going on, because this is only dropping like right now, and there is like I don't know if there's hundreds, but there is a lot, like a huge amount of VTubers that are dropping out, making posts and saying that they will not be a part of this after learning what had really happened. So obviously, one of the biggest posts here is from Vexoria saying, "Unfortunately, I will not be participating in VirtuaCon this weekend. Information has come to light about the backers that I do not align with, and such I will be stepping away. A lot of wonderful creators and organizers put months of work into making this event happen. Please don't blame any of the creators. Most we were excited just to participate and be trusted that the people running the event had everyone's best interests in mind. A lot of work was put in today, digging into information that we were provided, and it became clear that trust was unfortunately misplaced. Thank you for your understanding." So yeah, it seems like some people have done a little bit of digging into exactly what these VirtuaCon people are all about, and there's been so many more people, including Ebiko, saying they will not be participating, right? And obviously all of these people right here, Megalodon, Spite, Ebiko, Fream, Fefe. Spite hasn't made a post yet, but Fream has been re-uploading things. Fefe made a post, Ebiko made a post, obviously. I'm assuming all of them are not going to be a part of it, even if they haven't made a post, right? Because, again, all of these people are talking and they're getting involved with it, as well as a lot of these people as well. A part of this teamed for the Virtua Cup as well, which is supposed to be something that was going on. And yeah, Fefe saying, "I hate to bring up the bad news, but I'll no longer be working with VirtuaCon. Lots of information came out today that I had no awareness of, and after looking through all the data, I do not feel comfortable supporting this event. It really sucks." So yeah, obviously we can go on and say, "I will not be participating in Virtua Beat / VirtuaCon. I want to thank everyone that I got to meet during the making of this concert. This is going to be my first time running an entire group concert, and I was really looking forward to letting all of my wonderful friends shine. Unfortunately, sometimes as creators, we have the power through uncertainty or step away to protect our branding and image, and that is what had to happen today." And obviously, yeah, they were saying stuff like this, saying, "I would like to note that I am not a part of or employed by the VirtuaCon team," as well, just kind of making that clear, as well as even more people as well. Now, this is getting into exactly why these people are not going to be collaborating, and also, like, this is just a small part of all these people. Like, if you just search up VirtuaCon, you can see, "Unfortunately, I'll be stepping away. Hey, I will not be, be a part of it. I'll be stepping away. Took down my post. I'll not be participating." There's so many other VTubers, big and small, that have been kind of talking about this, right? And you can see, for example, yeah, some of these posts that are coming out saying, "Have I missed something? Why am I seeing a load of friends joining this VirtuaCon thing when they clearly use generated AI art?" Obviously, yeah, you can see, like, this is very clearly AI. I don't know how people didn't notice it in the first place, especially with these logos. I didn't even know about this con, but again, this seems very, very much AI generated. But sure, obviously they maybe gave them the benefit of the doubt that, maybe it was made, authentically. But again, obviously it doesn't seem too great. They said, "I found the brand guidelines for VirtuaCon. The whole document is 100% generated AI written." Said, "Notice it doesn't state what font they actually use, because they can't." So yeah, obviously it's because they're using AI to create the words. They don't know what font it is. So to add more concerns, there's also other posts that come out, which we obviously will go through. They say, "Anyone out of the loop, VirtuaCon organizers are crypto people who use NFT and AI slop. Many VTubers who were going to attend have jumped ship and told VirtuaCon to eat poo. There's your context, now hug me." Obviously, yeah, so obviously that is essentially what is going on. Also, even more posts here saying, "Okay, I'm very concerned about VirtuaCon and who's exactly running this event. As you can see, they have a mod in their Discord who is the co-founder of a Philippines-based crypto/blockchain guild and a member of an NFT gaming league. Why and how exactly are they involved in this con? I will add more screenshots below, but this guild posted about a token mining game described as a pyramid scheme in Wikipedia's opening paragraph, and if you look at the language used in this group's pinned post, it kind of makes my stomach drop. And so yeah, obviously this is what they're showing. It says Shadow, he's one of the moderators there, again part of a crypto league or whatever. Here is some of the things they're saying. It said, was this guild doing the sort of things described in this section of the wiki entry on this game? Again, how much is this person involved in the con? And will there be any crypto/AI promotional usage? The mascot for the con does appear to be generative AI. I know the tournament is going to be raising money for charity, so I want to believe that everything here is above board. But from what I've seen so far, I feel like I'm pretty justified to feel concerned if, as VTubers, are being asked to support the con. We need transparency, and obviously this is the game that they bring up that was, yeah, apparently using this thing. So our best AC Affinity scholars receive additional AC to increase their energy. So again, it's obviously like NFT gaming stuff, which I think is pretty interesting. And obviously, yeah, they mention scholars quite a bit, saying new players are known as scholars, which obviously seems like very pyramid schemey kind of language, right? Like scholars and getting like members and whatever. I feel like, you know, that is a little bit suspicious, right? And I don't know what they were planning to do with this VirtuaCon event, whether this was just a simple, they were going to dupe everybody and promote NFTs, crypto, you know, all of this other kind of stuff, AI, whatever, during the event without telling these VTubers, or if this was part of a bigger plan to get people involved in some schemes that would obviously lead them down a pretty, you know, slippery spiral. But I am glad that obviously someone in the space, I don't know who exactly it was, obviously Vex kind of talked about it, but I don't know who did the digging and who found out originally, but thankfully someone has kind of pointed out the issues with this, and I think, yeah, it's kind of come across now to every VTuber that is involved in this that, hey, this is not a good thing. This isn't good to be a part of, even if you, you know, you don't care about AI or whatever. Even so, you know, all the NFT crypto kind of, you know, shady stuff, right? I feel like this isn't something you want to be a part of, regardless of your stance on any of this kind of stuff. So again, I would be very careful, you know, kind of even trying to get anywhere near any of this stuff. I would recommend staying away from this at all costs, right? People saying the fact that VirtuaCon even managed to get some of the high names in, honestly, just disappointing to me, both fans and VTubers alike. The fact that we as a community stand so much against AIR, yeah, don't bother doing any research about a complete new con. Do better. And obviously, yeah, some people saying do better, but I'm going to be honest, sometimes it can be exciting to get a new con and stuff in the VTuber space, and people do get blindsided by it. But obviously, you know, they did find out before the con actually took place. I don't know when it was supposed to take place, 20th of December, so yeah, only 3 days away, right? So again, it seems like most people are now leaving. People saying, yikes, VirtuaCon got cooked. I hope everyone gets a refund if they paid to attend. So people were speaking about VirtuaCon being extremely suspicious and why long ago, but no one listened. I remember, for example, Merryweather was tagged in multiple posts to let him know. Why were these posts ignored? And again, I think sometimes, you know, some people, you know, they see messages from random people on Twitter and whatever, and you know how it is in the VTuber community. Sometimes people speak a lot of nonsense, right? They come to you with a lot of nonsense. Now, obviously, they were correct in this time, but obviously, I don't blame like Merryweather or anybody for ignoring some messages saying this event is bad, because sometimes, you know, you do get people that dislike events for whatever reason, right? You get people that dislike you for going to TwitchCon or going to another convention, right? Again, there's always people that have a problem with certain events, and sometimes, you know, you kind of have to, you know, drown it out. And, you know, if there's a lot more evidence presented to you on this, then maybe you will change your mind. But again, I don't blame anybody for obviously not listening. Like, again, I think that obviously if there was a big post like Vexoria has done, now, you know, people will listen now that they've done their own research and found out themselves exactly what is going on. And I think that's all that matters, right? We don't need to blame anybody for not knowing about it before. But again, obviously it is pretty insane that this has gone on. They say, yeah, I'm not no longer participating in VirtuaCon event. Too many ethical concerns with the crypto NFT AI slop. So yeah, obviously people saying glad to see VTubers walking away from VirtuaCon. Breaking VirtuaCon 2025 is DOA. So yeah, obviously a lot of people pointing this out, saying just my 2 cents about the whole VirtuaCon situation. I got around 5 typical scam emails from them trying to join trying to get me to join their event. They use the typical copy and paste generated sponsorship email telling me I'd be a great asset. Red flags, bro. People saying, you know, Bibli as well, saying I'll be stepping away from VirtuaCon. Obviously, this was like Team Fefe. You know, this is everything that's supposed to be going on. This is supposed to be the schedule of the event as well, with a kickoff announcement. Again, even this looks AI generated. You can tell by the fuzziness of the text and everything like that. They still haven't mastered like full-on sharpening and things. I don't think they even actually, you know, photoshopped any of this. They just AI generated it, which I think is pretty insane, right? So yeah, they say kickoff, you know, VTuber art demonstration, which is quite ironic considering the AI art that they are using. You know, they say karaoke competition, you know, that's what they're supposed to have. Obviously, this all looks great for VTubers, right? But at the end of the day, you know, it is run by a bunch of NFT, you know, AI, you know, using whatever, you know, people. And I think it is pretty crazy that we have missed it. But again, obviously, we found it now. You know, people saying, I've seen so many promos for VirtuaCon and I'm baffled how many VTubers are falling for what seems to be an AI crypto slop fest. Which, again, I do think... you know, sometimes people do get blindsided. I can understand that. I do think, obviously, it is pretty crazy how everybody missed it and nobody really saw exactly what was going on. But I hope that now, obviously, with everything that's going on, I don't really care about clinging to the past about like, oh, they should have noticed sooner, or oh, they should have noticed the moment that they got the email. Again, it doesn't really matter in that sense. I think what really matters is that now they're all dropping out, and it seems like pretty much everybody who was set to be involved with this event is no longer a part of this event. And yeah, I just kind of want to give you guys this update because it is a pretty insane thing that has just dropped. And yeah, obviously, as I said, it doesn't matter what you think about AI, NFT, or crypto. You know, you can understand why this is a pretty, you know, worrying kind of topic because, again, of the stuff like pyramid schemes and things like that, right? It's just horrible. It's just horrible to kind of think about what they could have possibly done if this was to actually go through, right? If they had a hold of people like Vexoria, Megalodon and stuff like that, their audiences, and promoted this kind of stuff, got them to sign up to things or whatever due to like advertisement from the event, right? That looks all good and catered to VTubers, and then boom, they're part of a pyramid scheme, right? It's crazy. That is crazy that can happen, and you know, it's insane how they've managed to get this far. But you know, thank God, you know, people now know, and everything should be all good moving forwards. But as I said, just avoid this event. If you paid for it, try and get a refund. If not, you should be able to just contact your bank, just try to, you know, get them to take it back, because obviously they will not give you a refund, so they should be able to give you one for you. But again, just make sure that everything is all good on that end, and yeah, just do not interact with this event in any way, especially whenever it is supposed to come out. But it'll be interesting to see how they respond to this, if there is any going to be any response, or if they just completely shut down and you know, give up. I don't know, but hey, we'll have to see. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to Game Subs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.